Ika-32 nga sesyon han sangguniang panglungsod, Syudad Hiton, Borongan. Abril 1, 2020.
Sumupay nga agahay yung tanan. Our 32nd regular session is now called to order. The Honorable SK Federated President, Lani Anakta, kindly lead the prayer. Let us all stand, followed by our national anthem.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord in the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of good health and peace that we enjoyed for so many years. As we find ourselves in this time of crisis today, we ask for your divine intervention and mercy to be upon each of us. We also pray for the healthcare workers that are standing in front line of this battle. Father, we thank you for their hearts of service, putting the needs of society before their own, generously responding to the cry of your people. We ask that you will grant them strength and protection as they give of themselves in selfless service. May you fill them with your Holy Spirit as they work to be your healing hands and feet. Father, we also surrender to you all those who have been afflicted with the virus. Grant them your healing grace, merciful Father, so that they may recover swiftly and continue to be witnesses of your love in their lives. Cover each of us with your blue mantle of protection so that we may be preserved in good health and to continue to glorify your Son, Jesus Christ. We make this prayer through Christ our Savior and Redeemer. Amen. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and Holy Spirit.
The Honorable Scotto, kindly lead the Sangguniang Panlungsod Members' Creed.
The Councilor's Creed. I am a Philippine Councilor,
I am a Philippine Councilor,
mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances
mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances
that redound to the general welfare of my constituents
that redound to the general welfare of my constituents,
in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity.
in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity.
I believe in public service above self
I believe in public service above self
as the guiding principle of my official acts,
as a guiding principle of my official acts,
and as I tread the pathways of local legislation,
and as I tread the pathways of local legislation.
may the Almighty guide my mind and heart,
May the Almighty guide my mind and heart,
that I shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people.
that I shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so as attested by our Sangguniang Panlungsod Secretary that there are 11 members present, the Chair hereby confirms that we have a quorum. So next item, Mr. Secretary,
Let us move on now to the approval of the order of business.
the Madam Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, I would like to propose amendments to our order of business. Under our appropriation ordinance number 1, approving the 2020 budget, we have stated under section 6 that infrastructure projects of the LGU are approved. However, in the exercise of the oversight function of the Sanggunian, the bidding process may only be initiated when a resolution from the Sanggunian is passed and approved to the effect that all necessary planning documents have been submitted to and approved by the August body. The City Engineering Office has submitted several program of work Therefore, I move that we include under new business the following infrastructure projects that had been submitted by the engineering office with a program of work. One is the 25 poles perimeter lighting of Cabalagnan dump site amounting to 8 million pesos to be constructed for 32 days. Another is the drainage system in Barangay E amounting to 2 million. Another one is the construction of a 2-barrel box culvert in Barangay San Mateo amounting to 4 million pesos. Construction or rehabilitation of drainage system in Barangay H amounting to 2 million pesos. Construction or rehabilitation of drainage system in Barangay Lalawigan amounting to 2 million pesos. Reblocking of circumferential road at Baybay 5, Barangay Songko amounting to 2 million pesos. And road concreting from Barangay Kalingatngan to Barangay San Mateo amounting to 6 million pesos.
Okay, so any second? Any objections? None. So the motion of the Honorable Madam Floor Leader is approved. Any other amendments? The Honorable
Mr.
Arago.
Chair, I would like to manifest also to add items on other matters to pull the city treasurer and the accountant to brief us on how will the fund for the senior citizen grant will be distributed and who are the people to handle this.
Okay. Any second? Any objections? None. So the motion of Honorable Arago is approved.
Honorable
The
Presiding
Honorable
Officer.
Floor Leader.
I would also like to propose an amendment wherein we forgo the discussion of status reports given that we have not had any meetings during the time that we are under our enhanced community quarantine, so that also we can lessen or reduce our time in session and be inside our homes already.
Okay, any objections? None. So the motion of the Honorable Floor Leader is approved. Any more revisions? None. Madam Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, I move that we approve our order of business as amended.
Any second? Any objections? Further discussions? There being none, our order of business for today is hereby approved. So next item, Mr. Secretary.
May I inform the August budget, we have available minutes. The fact that my office is still in the process of transcribing and encoding the same. So let us move on now to the committee report. Committee on Laws and Rules, review of Barangay Ordinance Number 3 of Barangay Punta Maria, establishing the Dumrog, Yungod, and Kasudgan as sanctuary and development of appropriate management plan thereof.
So the committee chair on laws and rules, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. The joint committee meeting conducted a committee meeting on March 12, 2020 at Sangguniang Panglunsod Session Hall, which started about 1 p.m. to tackle about the said ordinance. Pursuant to paragraph A, subsection I of Article 99, Rule 17 of Rules and Regulations implementing RA 7160, or also known as Local Government Code of 1991, the Committee on Laws and Rules, together with Committee on Tourism, conducted the review and evaluation of the above titled ordinance. During initial review and evaluation, the committee found that before establishing a fish sanctuary in a barangay, the area must first be assessed. On March 27, 2020, I submitted a letter to Mr. Macario Gabornes Jr., Department Head of our City Agriculture Office, requesting for his comments and suggestions regarding the proposed ordinance. The following are the observations. In Section 4, the description of the proposed sanctuary is incomplete, hence ambiguous as far as A, the aggregate physical area that will be covered by the proposed sanctuary, B, the identification and designation of component zones, for example, the core buffer, rehabilitation, and open access, must be done scientifically under the guidance of DA, PFAR, and the City LGU through the City Agriculture Office in collaboration with the barangay. In Section 5 and 6, the Barangay Fisheries and Aquatic Management Council or BFARMC, the Bantay Dagat Task Force, and the Coastal Resource Management Council Board must first be organized, capacitated, and deputized before the same can be proceed with planning, implementation, and management of the proposed sanctuary. Hence, the Office of the City Agriculture, in coordination with DA and BFAR, can readily provide assistance to the barangays on these matters. Recommendation: after thorough review and evaluation of the subject ordinance, the committee hereby recommends to remand back the ordinance to the barangay and wait for the assessment before establishing fish sanctuary. And further improvement of the ordinance of Barangay Punta Maria must be made prior to its approval. I therefore submit my committee report to the August body.
Okay, so what is the pleasure of the body? The recommendation of the committee? Any discussions? Suggestions? None? So, the Honorable Daza?
I therefore move to remand back the barangay ordinance Rumyog, the ordinance establishing the Dumrog, Yungod, and Kasudkan as sanctuary and development of appropriate management plan of Barangay Punta Maria be remanded back to the barangay.
Any
I
second?
second the motion.
Any objections? Further discussions? None? So, the motion of Honorable Daza is hereby approved. I would like to acknowledge-
Manifestation, Mr.
Go ahead, Honorable
President,
Smith.
sir. I would like to manifest my presence for this regular session.
Okay, noted, noted. Please take note, Mr. Secretary. So, next item, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, now move on to the new business. Under proposed ordinance, we have proposed ordinance institutionalizing the grant of emergency financial assistance to tricycle drivers in the city of Borongan during public emergencies.
The Madam Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, in the exercise of the Sangguniang's power to implement what is for the general welfare of the community, I move that we pass this ordinance institutionalizing the grant of emergency financial assistance to our tricycle drivers in the city of Borongan, given that there are calamities, incidents, or disasters that disrupt the normal operations of the city, resulting to the loss of opportunity to earn. But this is not only during this time wherein we have this COVID-19 pandemic, but also in the future wherein we will have other public health or public emergencies. I therefore move that we refer this matter to the Joint Committee on Transportation, chaired by Honorable Arago, and the Committee on Finance, chaired by yours truly, for further meetings and discussions on the matter.
Any second?
Mr. Presiding Officer.
Yes, go ahead, Honorable Suyot.
In support of that manifestation, I would like to recommend that we likewise revisit the EIP so that the same will be included, the EIP will be amended so that there will be legal basis for the funding for the support for the tricycle drivers.
Okay, so the two committees, please take note of the suggestion of Honorable Suyot that we review the AIP if there are some changes. Review and amend.
May I just manifest that
Yes, go ahead, Honorable Kainday.
this is the proposed ordinance is not only for implementation this year during COVID-19, but also in other public health emergencies. And the suggestion of Honorable Suyot is well noted, and we will make sure to put guidelines, specific
Yes, sir.
guidelines on the matter of funding the financial assistance to our tricycle drivers.
Yes, yes, okay. So any objections? None? So we refer this to the Committee on Transportation and Committee on Finance. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, next is the proposed ordinance introduced by Honorable Jean B. Kainday, Kathleen Jean B. Kainday, institutionalizing the grant of tax incentives, amnesty to business establishments in the city during public emergencies.
The Honorable Floor Leader.
Honorable Chair, the Honorable Presiding Officer, it is also obvious now, these days, that there are calamities or incidents or disasters that disrupt the normal operations of the city. Therefore, resulting to a loss of opportunity to earn, not only to our tricycle drivers and many other sectors, but especially also to our businessmen. Therefore, I would like to propose this ordinance in order for this August body to consider whether a tax incentive or amnesty is available or is proper to be implemented in the city during public emergencies. I therefore move that we refer this matter to the Committee on Finance and Committee on Health, since this arose due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Jointly, the Committee on Health chaired by Honorable Sadak.
Any second? Any objections, further discussions? None, so we refer this to the appropriate committees. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
Proposed ordinance institutionalizing public safety protocols in times of public health emergencies is sponsored by Honorable Dr. Ana Catrinas.
The Honorable Floor Leader.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Presiding Officer, I would like to move that we refer this matter, an ordinance institutionalizing public safety protocols in times of public health emergencies, to the Committee on Health, chaired by Honorable Anakta Sadak, for further discussions on the matter, as it is also timely since it is possible and that we will be lifting our enhanced community quarantine.
Any second? Any objections? None, so we refer this to the Committee on Health. So next item, Mr. Secretary.
Next are programs of work, infra project, perimeter lighting of Cabalagnan, dam site, 8 million.
The Honorable Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, this is again in the exercise of our oversight function. I therefore move that
Bulto na lang.
I therefore move that we refer the matter to conduct meetings and review the program of work submitted for the 25-pole perimeter lighting in Cabalagnan Dam site amounting to 800,000 pesos, the drainage system in Barangay E amounting to 2 million pesos, the construction of a 2-barrel box culvert in Barangay San Mateo amounting to 4 million pesos, the construction or rehabilitation of a drainage system in Barangay H amounting to 2 million pesos, the construction or rehabilitation of drainage system in Barangay Lalawigan amounting to 2 million pesos, reblocking of circumferential road at Baybay 5 Barangay Songko amounting to 2 million pesos, and road concreting from Barangay Kalingatngan to San Mateo amounting to 6 million pesos, to the Joint Committee on Transportation chaired by Honorable Arago and Committee on Finance, the Committee on Transportation taking the lead.
Any second?
About the Committee on Infrastructure.
Yes, and the Committee on Infrastructure.
Okay, so 3 committees.
Okay. As corrected by Honorable Escoto, it's not the Committee on Transportation but the Committee on Infrastructure, which is also chaired by Honorable Arago.
Any second? Yes. Any objections? Honorable Escoto. Okay, so please take
Honorable
note.
Presiding Officer, it has already been sent to our email, so we can ask our staff to print it out since the city engineering has requested to send only minimal hard copies since this is a bulky document.
Yes, okay, take note. So any objections? None, so we refer this to the Committee on Infrastructure and Finance. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
For second reading is an ordinance institutionalizing the grant of emergency financial assistance to the frontline workers of the city government of Horongan during public emergencies.
The Honorable Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, this is again in the exercise of the General Welfare Clause, the power of the Sangguniang to propose ordinances which would benefit the community as a whole.
Can you read the ordinance, please?
Short title, this ordinance shall be known as the Borongan City Frontline Workers Financial Assistance Ordinance. Section 2, definition of terms. The following terms shall be defined in this ordinance as follows. Frontline workers shall refer to the people who work on the front lines, such as but not limited to the medical workers, health workers, police personnel, military personnel, barangay officials, or volunteers involved in the service during any public emergency. Financial assistance shall refer to an amount of money that the city government shall provide to the frontline workers during public emergency. And public emergency shall refer to any calamity, incidents, or disaster that disrupt the normal operations of the city or the city government. the scope or coverage, the grant of financial assistance to the frontliner shall be effected through a resolution or declaration of the Sangguniang Panlungsod with a certification of availability of funds by the city accountant. However, the frontline workers entitled to such financial assistance shall be determined by the local chief executive of the city of Borongan and subject to approval by the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Okay, so before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our City Mayor, Honorable Dayan Agda. Thank you for your presence. Continue, Honorable Kainday.
Honorable Presiding Officer, I submit to the body this proposed ordinance for second reading for discussion.
So what is the pleasure of the body? Any suggestion, comments, revisions? None? So the Honorable Kainday.
Honorable Presiding Officer, this ordinance seems sufficient, but it is too general. I suggest that this August body further conduct committee meetings or include in this ordinance specific guidelines as to who the frontline workers that will be affected or that will benefit from this financial assistance, taking into consideration that this does not only concern the COVID-19 pandemic, but also future public emergencies.
Any second to the motion? Any objections? None. So we refer this back to the committee. Siya na. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, now move on to other matters. Call the City Social Welfare and Development Officer and City Budget Officer regarding one-time grant of financial assistance to senior citizens of Borongan City.
Honorable Suyo.
Thank you very much. May I likewise include in our agenda for authorization the inclusion of the possibility of crafting an ordinance institutionalizing the support mechanism for our farmers and fisher folks, because these are the last wall of defense for the city of Borongan, because we have to assure that in times of calamity we have enough food supply for the whole constituent of the city of Borongan. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Second. Any objections?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
the
Honorable,
proposal of Kagawad Suyo, I suggest that should be just included with the institutionalizing ordinance for public safety protocols. And because it involves money matters.
Yes,
Kagawad Suyo,
Yes.
it will involve grant also. It will involve grant and perhaps the same grant that should be given to tricycle drivers.
yes, that is why it should be holistic, because we do not want to
specify.
at makakaligtaan ito iba nga sektor nga importante nga ating nga problema.
Sa Honorable Kainday.
Honorable Presiding Officer, I agree with Honorable Suyot. However, my suggestion is we include this matter in the ordinance proposing financial assistance to tricycle drivers instead of
Yes.
specifically saying that it is for tricycle drivers. Let us include marginalized workers who is under the condition who is working under a no work no pay condition.
Okay, so is the Honorable
I yield
Suyo
to the
amenable?
suggestion of the floor leader.
Okay, so
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go
that
ahead.
does not include only the sectors that were mentioned. Maybe there will be some more sectors that will crop up. All the
Yes,
sectors.
So the proposed
Honorable
ordinance
Kainday. Yes, go ahead.
the proposed ordinance will cover marginalized sectors, which could not only be farmers and fisher folks and tricycle drivers, but it is also subject to the availability of funds as certified by our city accountant and is approved by our city mayor also, recommended by our city mayor.
That is noted. And the chair has full support in the and confidence in committee. They will study. Okay, so next item. Hi, nakita, Mr.
Other
Secretary.
matters?
Madam Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, our city mayor and our health officers are present during the session to report regarding the COVID-19 status here in our city. I therefore move that we temporarily suspend our internal rules of procedures so that we can ask our city mayor and our health officers to report in session as to the status or any other updates.
Any second? Any objections? None. Our internal rules is hereby temporarily suspended.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. I will lead Dr. Sakmar and Dr. Trish first report because after this they have a press briefing at the City Emergency Operations Center just across the building so that the August body will be appraised of our situation. So feel free to ask them any question, no matter how difficult it may be. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. Dr. Please,
Good morning.
okay, so the Committee Chair on Health, you have. Okay. Okay, so kindly state your name for the record, please.
I am Dr. Sakmar, City Health Officer. I'd like to
Guy. See, go ahead.
we started pag kamay ada din checkpoint Barangay Bugas and Luksoon last March 13. And since March 13 for Bugas checkpoint, we had a total of 624 PUMs and 2 PUIs. Pero as of yesterday, March 31, ang amon nala total number of PUMs 40 nala. Kay kada kon may manang graduate 40.
Wow.
And number of PUI usa nala. Tapos PUI completed 14-day quarantine 584. Mana-issuehan natin certificate nga na kompleto na hiran nila 14-day quarantine. Bali 14 na like amon gin. Pero sige net kada adlaw may dala graduate.
Honorable Presiding Officer and the members of the Council, good morning.
Good morning.
From the Borongan 2, Rural Health Unit 2, we cover the Lung Barangays, from Canabong to Camada and the Panalugon areas. As of today, we have 165 total PUMs, and there are 163 already graduated from their 14-day quarantine, and we have only 2 remaining PUMs, and we do not have PUIs.
Wow, that's very good news.
For them, we continue to be present at the checkpoints, and we are very strict in securing their data so that we can always safeguard the people inside our city. And so far, okay naman. Thank you.
Wow, that's very good. The Honorable Anak Tasada.
Good morning. Considering now that may that positive Calbayog and then Katarman, do we consider travelers from those places PUN?
No, ma'am, kay waray man andidan criteria han DOH. Pag waray local transmission di dahiton nga positive area nga may da nag positive like Katarman and Calbayog may da positive pero waray local transmission. So iton masulod din atan considered lahira as PASQ or person advised self quarantine. Pero minomonitor la gyapit hira.
Oh, okay. That's very good.
Waray man local transmission.
See, go ahead, Honorable Suyot.
As Mr. Presiding Officer, I would like to take this opportunity first to thank our frontliners for doing exceptionally well in trying to prevent the entry of this virus to the city of Barangay. The question is, do we have the necessary gears for our frontliners as of today? Or do we have enough resources so that, because I asked that question because I wanted to see the clear picture so that we can provide the necessary legislative intervention in support of the aggressive measures being implemented by the city of Barangay.
Dili aman sir, may da pa. Pero asya kay kada adlaw man damot na gamit kay tinatagan man daman naman an army, an PNP, BJMP nga nabulig.
Mask pa
Glove. Opo. Glove si mask. Oray gown. Glove kanta. Ngan kung pwede magkuan, may da man iginhatagahan LGU nga face shield. May da lugod. Opo.
PPEs.
May da na dito nga gowns and bali kung magagamit it hingin may da na nam dida admission people center.
Okay. Kasi i-recommend ko sana kung kulang kita itong PPE, kulang. Let us stop our local sustenance. Siguro, pagpalit kita yung mga kuha, papangingin tayo. Tawag tayo another incentives. Let us provide tawag ini. At least naman na adequate compensation for this sustenance. Para di rin na kita mabili natin supply from Manila or from outside. Para din na other, sufficient na kita local. Itap natin na dapat sa sarili na barangay.
Napakigamit it, Mike, Doktora.
Yes, sir. The standard, really, the recommended mask is the surgical mask. It is, ito talaga it makaka 100% protected kita ito. The homemade mask can be used kung talaga waray na. And I don't recommend, but when we use it, kasi waray naman talaga, kung waray man, gabay, may da, basta inside we still put some medyo makakapadak mo tissue or yung panyo, yan. Sa south nga checkpoint, we use that.
What I'm trying to say, Mr. Presiding Officer, is that not only limited to the mask, but like us to the whole PPE. I mean, cover all.
The hazmat
for
suits.
a frontliner, including the suit.
For a frontliner, we have to have only the mask and the gloves. And maybe this one.
Face shield.
Yes, that is
And
why.
we have it. We have the city government provided us with the face shield.
Nagkuha na kiton kay Lico Caroyan, may nahaiyo maging isa ka mabiktima itong may kamatag ang printing. Hindi kinangalamin naman kamo. Sanglit, kung ano itang pwede may suporta kayo, sumatila kami so that we can intervene.
Yes. The Honorable Akinday.
First, thank you po han iyo effort kasi mobile po natin report. Actually, diri lang po ha iyo but diri lang po ha iyo batan nga tanan po nga nag-work para mas maging wala ta dinhi maging positive or para mas maging lower natin number. Based po han kanan aton bugas nga site buti na po 40 TUMs na la 1 PUI itaton kinobserbaran. And then dili naman nakamada 2 PUMs na la and waray PUI. So, in your opinion po ba, Doktora, kailangan ta pa ba mag-extend aton enhanced community quarantine or enough na ba aton yan ang declaration nga dala kay April 5. Are we helping to flatten the curve? Or parang kailangan na pa kasi di ba parang kunya na, napa-flat na, and then biglang, parang mas makura di ba ang mag-relax? So, what is your recommendation based on your observation and syempre your expertise as health officers?
I would recommend for an extension of the enhanced community quarantine kay damo lang gyud nagkakasulod ha mapay na nga ni kay nag-declare nag-issue bago nga mayor nga to limit in 3 into 10 pwede makasid ha Borongan kada municipality kaya una nag-submit man kami kan data kan mayor kutaan di diha bugas nga hindi diha Luksoon nakita talaga ni mayor nga gidadabo anlihira hikita lugod nga Boronganon limited at unta tag-usala once single use la anat quarantine pass hira dani mag-asawa na may nira nag-uupod pahiran pag sigilan nira pag kinasulod din so an ibang nga tao nasiring quarantine community quarantine at Borongan damo malagi bitaw ngayon diri mga Boronganon taga ibang lugar. Pada final nag-issue.
Honorable Chair,
Yes, go
I
ahead.
want to address this to the mayor regarding this quarantine. We are supposed to stay at home, but the city is giving free ride from Kamada to Borongan. At least it should be cut because we are encouraging people.
Mike, feedback.
We are encouraging people to go out because of free ride to Borongan. Let us stop that free ride so that people will not get out. We are encouraging them to stay at home, but we are giving them free ride to Borongan. That's why, according to Doctora, there are so many people from the south going to Borongan because of that free ride. I am encouraging the Honorable Mayor to stop that free ride so that there will be no more people going here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In response to the manifestation of Honorable Ador, I would like to inform the August body that in the executive order issued by the President himself, it is stated that I cannot remember the particular section of that presidential proclamation. It says that the city government must provide service vehicle to their medical health workers. I think the question is, it is really true. It reached my office, the concern, because when our pre-rides, this vehicle that we are providing for our frontline workers, because they can no longer ride their motorcycle, magkikirer. So, itiba kasi daman ng mga frontliners, di man daman maaramag motor. So, the only recourse that we have is, since it is provided in the declaration of the President that we are being mandated to provide this service vehicle, wala choice kundi i-provide. Although, in it take, Mr. Chairman, naobserbahan natin, na-inform liwat listam from Honorable Ador, nga dito Kamada, and last week, this happened last week, may nagkakasakay nga mga may dulong nun nga mga taga Kamada. To the extent, nasa kainahan natin pre-ride, so pagkaagi naman lugod para mga Boronganon, nga waray man sarakyan, napupuno, so kakak na. So, hibaro ko iton, I told the in charge, Mr. Cortado, to inform the drivers, and I even personally talked to the drivers. Because initially, Mr. Chair, we informed them the dynamics, the protocol. It pasasakyan lahin, it may ada home quarantine pass. Tapos, it mga medical health workers. Asya lait. Mamayda nga ni bakanti pa, kay nagso-social distancing manliwat dito hasulod, di na kamo mapapasakay kamo hit mga Boronganon na pero pasasakyan lagi ha, may da home quarantine pass pero iti thermal scan, it masakay. So, asilan initial nga instruction ha natin mga drivers. Ansisti na kay pinadnadiritso man nga tukuntahan at border ha barangay Kamada, ang hinabo, ang driver, nga ang conductor baga, asya naging lax. So when I was informed about this laxity, I immediately called the attention of our drivers, and I also called the attention of the in charge to manage these free rides that we are providing our health workers. So, yan na, nai-strictuhan na it problema ni Mr. Chair. It iba nga mga medical health workers from other municipalities ngayon ipagtatrabaho ha at provincial hospital. Kay may municipality of Baydolong, we didn't have that. Di react na sa ring nga, hikit nga tanan nga LGU din Borongan, hikita like na nag-comply to the letter, to the mandate of the President. It ibang LGU didn't have that. So, in tao, natik advantage hira, hit pagsasakay dito hakamada, nabaktas, kit makakasakay nga di hospital. Now, iiniya na, Mr. Chair, itaken, kinikita nga problema. When we issued the first executive order, allowing other municipalities to come to our city for purposes of going to the banks, remittances there, to our pharmacies. Based on the records submitted to my office, kinita tang ang iba nga mga local government unit wara hira pagre-regulate. Hanira tinatagan, hanira out of town pass nga makasalud ha Borongan. So that is a correct observation of Dr. Sakmar nga unlimited an era. To the extent also the public of Borongan noticed that kasi you could just imagine, Mr. Chair, in one day, 400 people it nasulod ngan hiha total. So don't expect nga warit kikita, may da talaga hit aabatan din hit at downtown area as if there is no enhanced quarantine ongoing. To the detriment, of course, of the Boronganon. And then we cannot, let us not expect na diri ma-question it Boronganon. Ma-question, why are there so many people in the downtown area roaming around? Nako-control pa ba city? Definitely the answer is no, because it nga nagkakasulad nga, hiwara man tatakit irabado that they are from San Julian, Sulat, or even Top. So thinking hit Boronganon, mga din here, sikan. Makokontinta ba it virus in pagpinadayon on time? Diri. That is the reason why, Mr. Chair, I issued another executive order limiting the number of people that can get into our city to 10 person per day. Per municipality. Mr. Chair, if we will read thoroughly the mandate of the President, there in here exemption actually atin lain haira paghatag in consideration as Pilo Eastern Samarino. But since it was abused, kinhanglan man liwat kita, Mr. Chair, magsagukon isip titay at mga tao. Salit, Mr. Chair, bisakin kontra nanira, I don't care. Because this is not part of our agreement. So, Mr. Chair, init it facts ng himbaruan. Once there is a positive person, that positive person could infect, hinwara niya, diya mag-observe his social distance, up to 40 person. So, ito nga 40 person, pwede din naman maka-infect another 40 person kada isa. Imagine na tayo ito. So, Mr. Chair, my personal take is like this. In the event that Catbalogan City will be declared nga may nanira dito positive, I will really lock down our border with San Julian and then similar case with Maydolong. Because we cannot, di na inhiya pakalaksihon. We know for a fact nga wala tahin kuan itatambal, itatanla, pag-mitigate, pag-facilitate, mameda tala bubutangan, pero masaring kita nga iton maging positive na o mag-PUI, naghihinga-hinga na, di kita sigurado nga mag-cure tahiya. Ngan definitely, Mr. Chair, para ibaro iton August body, According to Dr. Jessica Sabalbarino in our yesterday's meeting, it was yesterday, 2 days ago, itong available na nga facility for POM and POI at our Eastern Samar Provincial Hospital is only 4 rooms. 4. And they are even thankful that the city government provided with that 62. Their question is, can we use that in the event that our Eastern Samar Provincial Hospital will be overwhelmed? My answer was yes. Because hain tamay ibubutang, di tamay, Mr. Chair, kakayanan ng pababayan tanalay. So for humanitarian reason, we need to help each other. Kaya na nga mga panahon, pagburobligo dito, gin-require, labi na hinhining nga magiging positive. So yan na, Mr. Chair, anaton pag-declare nga nanapulo la anat iaalaw nga masulod ha Borongan is based on the data. Giri la true whims and caprices and mga assumptions. It was not based on that. It was based on data submitted and duly signed by our city health officials. Ang champion today, may Dolo, Balangkayan, Llorente. I-champion na Mahanorte, San Julian, Sulat. These are the champion LGUs nga nasulod din niya at Borongan. So, Mr. Chair, iinit ko ang karye ko i-share yun. Since may naminsun nagad nga ni ugaring ni Dr. Sakmar, although may na ni decision, since waray pa confirmation nga may adda community transmission ha City of Calbayog, iko-consider pa hira na palaan na hira nga mga person under advised to for self-quarantine. Actually, tama hiya agree akiton a little bit why. There are businessmen in our city that buys fish and other commodities in Calbayog City. So, if we will stop their operation, who will feed us? That's my concern. Again, part of the declaration of the President is that we will not hamper the passage of these cargo trucks in the city of Borongan. So, for precautionary measures, kakalop may dana na checkpoint didiha Bugas. Taga-Sabang South, Labado ang apelyido. So gin-advise sira, gin-escort ni Chief of Police, yan na gin-advise na hirahin home quarantine. Pero gin-advise ko yan na Doktora this morning, early this morning, I told Doktora Sakmar, kung iton hira, in town di hira kaka-provide hin 1 meter distance ditit ir household, pwede natin ipagamit iton atin people center for them. Yes. Habang gin-o-obserbaran. Kay kasi daman, Mr. Chair, di man da makitahin dapat maging overacting kay una, pag-check ko pa dito, maloy lang Diyos, wara manira manifestation pa hin fever or even cough or colds, etc. So, what is important, ma-quarantine lang ni hira, ma-obserbaran, kay totoo pa man, bisan in even other countries, itera yan na sinisiring na nga, once you get the virus, hilaba na it for 7 days nga di ka mag-manifest hin symptoms. So, as I said, it very critical nga period nga ang ipag-obserbaran. So, yan na, itaton steps kaging bubuhat, especially kung Boronganan. Yan na dadaman, aadtohin na checkpoint, Bugas, taga-distributor naman hanisli. There are 5 people, may danira sa nga L300 nga ban, tapos ngayon ban naman nga may karga nga era Nestle product. So, gin-advisean, di ka mo ipipum, provided upon disembarkation of your cargos, you immediately return to Calbayog City. I agree with that, Mr. Sir, because that what they have with them is the supplies that we need. Bang malit gatas, or whatever. Tapos, they will be escorted by our PNP to their warehouse. Didahit doon tupad hananay Congressman Ramirez. Idadit itira warehouse, itira bodega. So that, upon discharging their cargos, they could immediately return back. Again, this is a similar situation. Hiton mga tikang hasibo. Remember Cebu? May nadaman nila dito positive. So ano nga mga establishment na kanihaat nga tika nga Cebu? Kanan Pure Gold. Itira, grocery store. Yesterday, I was informed by Mr. Ibarbia nga nangangaro na nga niyan certification and manager siguro nangangalas na ada. Kay gimbi binalik-balik man. Kay siyempre, ang bando, kay niyo mga driver, ayaw niyo palulugo sa iyo auto, ayaw niyo pa intera ka, dudulong nila niyo yung pagkaan, kay we do not know kung maging carrier hira. Nangangaro ng certification and manager, siguro na aringit ada na. Kasi mo na kuno kamo yung certification nga di kuno kamo napasulod. Diri pwede. We need the supplies. Ngani kaduha, diak mag-i-issue certification nga sila nga maghihikag haak. Definitely not. Lugod, gitututdoan lahira, hampamaagi, gadiri hira, makakontaminate, in case man la, maging carrier hira. So yun na, iton procedure, Mr. Chair, iton aton checkpoints, both sides, will lock down 12 midnight. 12, kay ano? Kung in case, may cargo truck, tikang hasibo, tikang nahinga mga lugar. Kaya may babaruan taman, Mr. Chair, direct ira bill of lading, itira manifest, itira hasibo, itira cargos, kung tikang nira diin. Paihig daon laan ay hira dito, kaya ano, waraman pagdidiskargahan, ikuanhin, Mr. Chair, ay diri burunganan nga tracking. Diri burunganan nga tracking. Pero, burunganan ka nga tracking, you will allow to get inside the city, go to your parking area kung hino ka man nga tracker nga burunganan. Pero in iba nga tika nga ni hasiboy ira cargos, ato talaan ay haluksoon pagpapa-overnighta, kinabuwasan na i-escort diri hira escort hit police, ikot tatawag hit police ngini nga truck ada tisulod na sawang haborongan nganit downtown. Imo-monitor naman hit aton mga traffic enforcers kung nakadtugod nagko-comply gud hit aton requirements nga waray hawasay. Tapos gin-disinfect naman, Mr. Chair, it-era vehicle, ngan hira laman it-disinfect, gini-isprihan. Somehow, kung may daditira panap doon, mamatay naman la kung Titan virus. Tapos ini pa, may mga ambulance, basing report, nga kay simple ambulance di man pinapara, Mr. Chair. So, siguro, dara nga di hira pinapara, nakikita na nira itat weakness, itat checkpoint. Nag-i-innovate naman hira. Only to find out, kay diri masakit. Magsashopping lang ngayon din niya, Borongan. Yan ha, iba na naman atin. Advance, lanat kita hitirestay. Yan ha, paparaho na. Di rin hira, magwawangwa, bisa nagwawangwa, kitaan nga ni nga may nahigda. Diretso la. Pero, pinachichik naman. Kay bangin malasukit istal, humigda laak, palitaw, diyak masakit. Diyak palitaw tikat hospital. Mumonitoron naman hita traffic enforcer kung kumadi kita doon ng hospital. Board of Malang, ni SPH. Kay di nga ni matotoo nga masakit itira dara. That person, we will charge the driver. Iton balaod. Kay iya na in panguwat haat. Iya inaabusaran, it directive, it presidente. Diri tatan gagamitan nga tango iton, ano ini nga iutala. May dadaman mga officers, so wala na exempted, Mr. Chair. Bisang ka may estrella din hit imbalikat, we you will undergo the thermal scanning at our checkpoints. This is the only way, Mr. Chair, to ensure ngay't masulod nga niya taborongan, maluoy lang Diyos, diri magiging carrier. So, both checkpoints, wala ni hindi, it exempted lang, Mr. Chair, hini nga napupulo lang nga papas nga inahatag ta. Una, provincial official, ibig sabihin elected, the governor, the vice governor, the board members. Pag-abot sa local, mayor and vice mayor only. Councilors are not. Dahira pipilahit nga na napulo nga pas nga iyahatag lahayra. Kasi Mr. Chair, you need to take. Kasi as an LGU, dapat kasi LGU, dir hirmanana retira tindahan dito. Dir hira exasaray tira pharmacy, dir hira exasaray tira bakery, because that's the mandate of the president. Duha na nga mayor ang natanggal, kundi ak nagsasala dito ang group chat. Ito ang mga League of Cities nga mayor. Tiniduha na nga tiniro ni Presidente. The President right now is very powerful as far as COVID-19 is concerned. So diri good talaga kita inaalaw nga ma-abuse kita. Labinahin nga iya mga exemptions. Kasi nga exemptions nga inahatag ni Presidente, hionong nga mga cargo trucks nga masuludhaat, very clear. Bisa itikang positive, may bahit confirm dito iya area talaga wara diri ging qualify, lugod pina susulod la. Saliti kita pasusulod talayra, but they will be subjected to the thermal scanning and then the contact tracing. Pero asya nga mga precautionary measures ta, hinahandulan tahiran maupay para kung pananglitan pagdiskarga, diretso lahira bumalik. For precautionary purposes. Pero diri kita nagpupugang, Mr. Chair. We even provided a fast lane. Gidet aton checkpoints, kay tinikita na nga ni hiton aton mga PNP personnel nga cargo truck hiya, pinalilibad hiya, pinadidiretso, iniskan na anay, tapos diretso. Pero ang mga private nga masulad nga hi, nag-a-under po talaga hiyahin scanning. So, amoy Mr. Chair, yan ay aton situation, may pinakiyaan na akon mag-i-extend. Actually, I raised that 2 days ago with our health officials kung i-extend an aton enhanced community quarantine. And their advice to me was yes, for a week or to follow the directive of the national government. So in this situation, Mr. Chair, I will abide the recommendation of our health personnel because I don't want to commit a mistake on this. So their take was, they will just follow the National Interagency Task Force Directive. Because as of this moment, I do not know if they are discussing this in a national level. More so, Mr. Chair, that there is a confirmed COVID person in Calbayog City. My fear, Mr. Chair, bangin in Lumoslos ganiha Katbalogan. Remember, Katbalogan is our major trading partner. Diri nga nitso ganit trading partner tit Calbayog City, but Katbalogan. According to our Chief of Police, who is from Western Samar, from San Jorge, or what is that? There is a blood relation between Calbayog and Katarman. Magkaurap dan hira. So there is, pwede talaga kuang-kuanay. Pero ka-trader, dire. Iton mga napalit laha Calbayog, iton nga mga yatwit Islam, Masbate, and Cebu. Katbalogan naman, hikitaya na kita pamamalit. We seldom go to Calbayog to buy goods. Pero kadakan itat preference, Katbalogan, itat Bilad. I already directed the BPL office to discourage our dried fish vendor pagkadtoha Katbalogan on their own. Mag-meet na lahira in our boundary. Idodolong hitag Katbalogan it bulad dito hitat boundary ha dire San Rafael. Kukuhaan na lahit at mga dried fish dealer. Diri na hira personal nga makadto because automatic kung matunga ni hira magkwa-quarantine, di mauubos itat driver. Makwarantine, so hinumit magda-drive pa. Kaya automatic man hira, ngay kwa-quarantine tera. Kaya siyempre we fear, kabangin magkamayada, local transmission lahat. So aside ng mga pamaagi natin, nga, binubuhat yan na para diri, exchange na la, ato na lahit aton border. So aside Mr. Chair, iton situation yan na. Tapos, I would like to take this opportunity to report to you, Anato nataganhan food pack hanaton primero nga panharatag was 20,726 families. Ipod na kasi Mr. Chair dinhi ana kay stranded. Under hiton deklarihan na mandate ni Presidente, pati naman stranded pinatatagan niya. So asik ngayt anaton na-distributan 20,726. Yan na nanahatag na kitahan at ikaduha hanggang last week. Nanahatag na damang kita. So itata nala utang ang kanya niya na nga simana. So ang desisyon, Mr. Chair, hihimo una lang nga usa nga panhatag. So magiging 6 kilos, upat na nga salmon, upat na nga biplo. Para usa na lang nga pag-distribute. Di rin na makakaduha so that we will not expose our workers also. Ang nakasuka din, Mr. Chair, kay ano nga delay because of our kakulangan kan goods. Kan goods ang nakalangan hinhaiya. Actually, we were contemplating already nga manhatag na langanin manok nga frozen, pero according to the advice of the city agriculturist, madagmit ma-spoil it manok. Nga ni kaduha, pag-transport nga hairaya, kay RBI main, man sober kay ano light amon hairaya, kan goods sawang ng lugod manok. So they're attainable, so we will just follow ini nga mga kan goods na laan. Hatag. So I really appeal to the public na please, kung itaton kabataan, diri na bali, siguro it's about time na nga mamayada at the time iton kada usa itat mga anak para mag-discuss kay importante kasi disiplina eh. Mr. Chair, gikukuri iton aton mga workforce sa City Hall, itaton mga kapulisan, talaga ko anadal drain na. Kung iaasa lahit kag anak ipagdisiplina hit ira anak, talaga madidrain hireno ra itaton mga empleyado. Supposedly dapat kita kada pamilya ubos kita mag-contribute hiniya nga trying times. Diri tala iaasa at gobyerno because daka itat mahibubulig itat gobyerno nga para hitat kaupahin itat community. So inini nga ni nga kinorkorpiha nga denged gihobya ikasin balitaw kay ini gimpipinirawan imbis nga itaton mga itat kapulisan makaka-concentrate ditit at border mapapakasagtay at seguridad itat border. Diri kay naglilinibot-libot pa kay iba di man nadidisiplina. So uro ra gudhin ka drain. So saliti ako na apilak ng mga kaganak na please kay story hagad natin ito at mga anak. Story hitahit kuan lang mo pay gadla nga. Pag-apil haira nga tanan kita mag-contribute. Hitaton share hityan nga burden. Di tala iya sa Health City kay because we are doing our best. So iton nga mas simpre mag-extend nga ni kita, that would be another food pack natin i-distribute because that would be another burden iton aton mga daily wage earner. Pero hopefully ini nga ihatag ni Presidente nga assistance ngadto haira, although idirin hiya enough, but it can help really. Bisan nga nin nga aton food pack ag i-distribute, it's not even enough, but it can help somehow. So I hope nga dirin ma-extend nga national declaration ni Presidente, pero ako taking kikitaan kung pananglitan mag-spread it virus, kaya na sobra naman 2,000. Actually, I am always anxious kada kulop kaysa may announcement ni DOH nga sana digad na magdinamo. Because umabot na nga ni totoo pamahit nga curve, bahangin mag-decide national government nga magkamay-adahin, ibalik ha general quarantine itiba nga mga munisipyo nga wala nira mga positive cases or anira na platin nira PUM ang PUI. So that hikita din hiha City of Borongan, we can go back to hanaton na nakagawian na. So makakapanarabaho nga ako kita, continue na daman ang economic activity. Kasi damo, Mr. Chair, iton mga construction workers nga apektado eh. I have already the data. And these people are daily wage earner. These are daily wage earner. Tricycle driver, public utility vehicle drivers, damo. As in, here itong most affected kay nakita mong ganira kada adlaw. So, that is my answer to that question. Siya ako ay really for one. Warat na choice, kundi mag-continue. Maluoy lang Diyos with the last question kung may data pa ina funds. Yes. Maluoy taton paggastos iton aton calamity fund, nga iton nga aton talaga very prudent. Kaya siya nga I just prepare in Ipre rice. Kaya siya barato. Kung I did not prepare commercial rice, kaya iya price difference almost 1,000 per sack. 2,300 ada an sack han koan han commercial compared han 1,250 in Ipre. So anat savings dako. So almost 1,000. So asit nga diri pa masyado kita hingka pero ipakiana kung kanan 6 months, Mr. Chair, talaga mapaugop na talaga kayo. And I am very thankful to the Chair. For the past several weeks, I've been asking me and some members of the council if you, Mayor, we want an authority to use other funds. Na it's not necessary yet. In a way, may data pa man. Na titipid na pa man itat gastos. Ngan, hiunong na mahit nga mga donation, itatan directive, it nga mga donations, ipinare-receive ta hiton aton GSO so that it will be properly documented para ditit at EIP, ibubutan tayo dito nga may data inabot nga donations para ma-acknowledge liwat it properly. So may da mga nagdonita aton, hinmahi Vice Governor, Gutisa, ni Ati Annabel Liwat, nagkuhanit nga pang-spray, provincial government. May da naman mga private sector, may da taga-PICPA, etc. So, I am very thankful for that donation. Pero, ginaabi-abi ko lang, Mr. Chair, nga kung hino pa, kailan lang kasi magplano kita, kanan worst scenario, I will be coming back to you because we will discuss the worst scenario. Actually, it was even Consel Kurt asked me kung mag-ano kita on a worst case. It's very important that nga mag-plan kita kanan worst case. Diri da mga pag-aro itatan point nga diri kita magpanic once we reach that level. Diri maram we know what to do, itatan mga empleyado aware hira kung ano it pagbubuhatan, diri kita panic button, itak na upayan hit mga elective officials, councilors, vice mayors kay diri reactive, proactive. Giyad nagpapanlalahit ka advance it pananala. And that is very laudable. So diri in kumupira la it publiko hatan. Buligan la kita nira, maloy lang Dios, madidipit tayo nga COVID-19.
The Madam Floor Leader.
Honorable Presiding Officer, we have our guests from the CSWDO together with our city treasurer and accountant and our budget officers to give us an update and clarifications as to the delay of the one-time grant of financial assistance to senior citizens of Borongan City, which was already approved by this August body last December.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. Pwede po ba kami makaaron update kung hain na po ito natin natin kanang implementation ng one-time grant?
Good morning, good afternoon po iyong tanan. As of the moment, an claim han kanan one-time subsidy adto na ha accounting office. Kaya may ada problema kasi po han last year iton nga amount han appropriation granting one-time subsidy to senior citizens gin-obligate na laanam pending han ka-finalize han payrolls for senior citizens. So, as suggested by the August body, kung piraan gin-allocate under the supplemental budget appropriation ordinance number, wala laki na namdum, ang total amount nga 6 million plus aside po ang amon gin-obligate. So, kakulop, nakarawat na nam ang mga payrolls, gin-action na nam ha budget office, ang amon ginkuan nga OBR, ang naka-accounts payable na nga sobra 6 million. Nga asay naman ang amount han appropriation ordinance. Hanya na accounting na found out nga ang total amount han payrolls mamandamo kontrahan aton gin-obligate. So, an information haak yana pala was himamdayan, ginuhulat an aton focal person for senior citizens, si Ma'am Elsie Ador, para masettle iton nga difference. Anyway, nagsugad man hi Mayor kanina, nga anwara kay ayawi, hini nga aton first batch, magkukuan hiyahin, mag-aalutaga hin pundo, pero masunod na lahira. Ang importante, kung hinuan na hiupod hadto nga amount under that particular appropriation ordinance, mahipasa na ang payroll. So ayan, nagsisettle pala ityan na ni Ma'am Dayan nga hi Ma'am Elsie.
Okay. Mr. President.
Honorable Aragon and Honorable Asoyot.
So we need the accountant to be here. Kasi bangin mag-signal na itong, in fact, may nag-signal nga ipasigi. Bangin naliwat mahinder dito as...
Go ahead, Honorable Aragon.
Bangin mahinder naliwat dito accounting office it processing. Kaya bagagin papasilitate to nga as soon as possible maihatag. Kung kaya ito ng accountant nga mapalabay ito, ma-aproba niya nga sugad itong kondisyon. At kakulangan, ipapasunod na lang ni Mayor. Otherwise, kaya nga niya in specific, hain to payroll nga ma-dedisrupt o kaya mariritin lanay. Dapat ma-kuhan ito. Kaya mapadamo itag-susuprir kontra lahat guti lang na mariritin. Ito ng mga hitsis, guti ay ito, pero a matter of weeks, a matter of days, dako na ito para ito natin nanginginangalan ng mga senior citizens. So I suggest to call the accountant.
Ato na po, tinatawag ato na City Accountant Officer. Honorable Asoyot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer. Kasi maupay ko tabi natin, kanina kan mamalis kasi no din na-obligate na. Kasi nagginhini na hininga programa. Kasi this was appropriated years ago, 2019 pa. Kasi kung wala tayo itong ga-obligate, ma-revert yan General Fund. Kung ma-revert yan General Fund, we will have to allocate again. So therefore, ang aton gagamitin lang talaga nga pondo, dito lang gin-allocate. Heralaan itong tatuunahon. Tama ito, Mano Wilson. I-use natin yan. I-ano na natin ito. Kasi ang masunod nga, wala kayo buligan gin-allocate last year, asset din atin himan ni supplemental appropriation. Wala naman legal basis kay bulig hera. Kasi ang atin man, specific yan, kasi ang atin i-allocate na pondo, specific na number ng tao. Kung may man kakulangan nila, we have to appropriate again for this year. Kasi wala may buligan natin budget for this year. So, special supplemental appropriation na. Anak paramit kayo na rin, yung right to obligate. Kasi tarang ipapakyaran niya ang kalimtan ko na ito. Mo, paikat kabinati ko na. Na-obligate kayo.
Na-obligate naman.
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, I think it will need the recommendation itong MSWD kay kung hinuit mariritin anay. Kay talaga ang payroll nagsusubra kontrahan amount. So, ma-justify or whatever your recommendation, hirain o anay mariritin o sa nga payroll. Anyway, napira iton kadamo na 5,000 yun ako lang payroll.
Good afternoon po. I have sent through messenger kan kagawad Lyra need pa nga amount to complete han nga tanan nga mga senior citizens which is 4,230 who are entitled to avail of this assistance. So hadto nga amon gin pakantukan trukan BEM ini nga nagkukulang kitahin something like 213,000. Kang idada naman may na-discover na accounting, may ada kuno waray nakaligtaan nga waray kahimuihan summary of payroll in 8,250 something like that. So ginkukwenta ko mga almost 223,000 it kakulangan to provide for all those who are qualified. Itatanit yan ang magiging problema kung yun itatingin prioritize kasi nga mga payroll per barangay mananat preparation. Paano ito yan? Kung sugad, may diri anay tatagan nga barangay, deres tatagan, ano kaya dawla?
Yan niya, anay. Di ba may cut-off date yung karupaya ka ng hadto? Cut-off date. Yan iyo listings. May dahit niyo.
And ito nga, danit payroll, as it qualified based on
hanaton karupaya, the last committee meeting.
Opo. As it nga tanan. Waray ta nag-include those who have been
But you
issued
did not specify hadto lugod nga panahon yung pag-cut-off date ta. Waray ka pagsiring nga kulang kwarta. What we thought, pagkakamantan ng karukayakan, eksakto na ang kwarta. Ngayon, anda ka pa'y kulang.
Kaya ko ampo, ini nga, it mga lista, tika man na barangay, we do not kumbaga waray manamuwis damit pangilalit nga tanan nga ta barangay. So nakita na manigin hataghan OSCA nga number han senior citizens kulang based on actual.
Let me clarify. Ang iyo listahan di SWD ang kulang, kung ang listahan OSCA ang kulang. Whichever, hainan hataas. So, nakikita ko may discrepancy ang iyo lista nga duha. Ang DSWD nga OSCA.
Dire po, nagko-coordinate man po kami at OSCA. So itong mga master list of senior citizens, nasa Mitha office, nasa Mitha OSCA. Ato ha OSCA, good, it era mga files. So han submission ng OSCA, ini nga kulang adto nga era gin submit nga figure nga dapat makaka-avail hiton nga aton grant kontra hit actual, no? Basing na han mga ID, han mga senior citizens nga na-issuehan before han cut off kasi ang mga after na han pag-approve han ordinance which was I think December 10. So after na hiton, wala ta na i-consider. Diri na hira upod. Nga damo daman hira.
So, ma-identify ba niyo ang ma-recommend niyo nga diri anay tagan nga naurhi? Kasi akong karayag kunta, hibaruan kung makaka-identify ka mo. Diri per barangay, per person, i-identify ang naurhi.
Kay kuan ma'am
so that it will be reasonable.
Itatan preparation po per barangay. Ang aton certificate of eligibility comes from the president it aton mga association sa barangay. So nga tanan lait igin lista nga mga qualified basihan aton ging guidelines. No nga tanan la basta nag 60 years old, whether employed or dire, whether pension or waray, basta 60 years old hiya.
Okay.
Hadto nga pag inat kan ordinance.
So we're accepted. Pwede na ba mahimo nga usa nga barangay hapoblasyon kaya sa mga may-ada sa warranty nala dili la na itagan mauurhila tatagan pero mauuri i-explicar nala nam kaya ano kasugad.
Opo, with your consent po kasi para haak mas uunahan ta siguro itong mga less fortunate iton nga dito aton mga parplang barangays nga talaga kadaman ita era di mga pensyonado.
Okay, that's why I was suggesting nga just per point barangay hindi poblasyon nga sugurin ta diri gud masyado. Itong komparasyon hit level it panginginanglan diri masyado igi-explicar ta nala nga maurit iyo tungod kay may da guti ay nga hitsis guti ay nga sayop han listings. Haus ka man o hadi sa bulyode.
Honorable Presiding Officer.
Kaya we were talaga expecting hadto ang cut-off date na eksakto na aton computations. Total na sala naman, adto naman. So aside na tatbukata siguro, I suggest, if ever possible nga, sugad nala. Isa nga payroll, isa nga barangay, per barangay man, isit aside ta kuryata.
Yes,
Ma'am Telma, may dako po kapi dirihan payroll nga tanan. Ita kung pakiana, asa na ba nga tanan? Is this final or may pakulang kay
Actually, asyanit ang gintinarabaho nga kaya nga pabalik-balik kay sigit anamong pag-review. Pero maara makit dit magiging perfect may dalagyapit makukuan. Pero as much as kuan ini nga gin siguro tait nga tanan talaga makover based on guidelines.
So,
Diriti kang laubos dihang nga data but we have consulted han nga tanan nga mga barangays with the association president kay hirit mas mangingilala kontra haam.
So, mamini nga 4,230 nga senior citizens na amount hin pera po. Kasi di ba 4,230?
Atuputan ko no ko kadarangka kasi direk maarami na pinatatawag ak may adahat dito send ko hatruhan imo messenger kung piperaan allocated nga amount how much is the variance basing on the payroll nga ini nga kin-submit natin. Something like 213 plus may nakita pa yan na accounting nga may ada pa kuno waray kahimo ihan summary of payroll.
Ang correction lang po, kan dito ka po pagsanda na akong staff.
Opo, kan bin. Kay napatapod mahiya nga through iya ikakadahain, i-relay.
So, Honorable Presiding Officer, takon kong tahin suggestion na total, may da naman natin final nga payroll, may data na final nga amount kung pera paan i-appropriate, mag-appropriate na lang ako kita. Since ito natin mayor, willing man maghataghin fund Pero ito na kan pakiana kan Ma'am Alice kung may data na ba available fund para makapag-appropriate kit han kulang nga amount.
Actually, ang available lang nga savings nga naging subject in am request for supplemental budget was around, I am not very sure of the amount, pero mga around 4 million something. As I lahat ang aton savings nga na-derive from vacant positions sa January to March, first quarter. Pero maaram inhi Mayor hit sitwasyon. And then he told me, kangina lang nga nag-a-assure hiya kung ano it deficiency, isusunod niya nga priority. Siguro mga savings ata hit April nga PS. An amon la kinahanglan, like a budget na side, pipira pa it kinahanglan nga amount para masumata nam hi Mayor makapaghatag hiya ang hingo signal.
Okay, Mr. Chair, based on the pronouncement ito natin ni SWD, permanente diri mapiperfect. So, isasabtan gud iton eksakto once magsweldo na. Kay kada payroll manunotid man ang diri angay nga ang itagan. So kada barangay may tutira. That will be the time nga makakakuha ka ng data. Unless diri ti panhatag magre-revolve lang nga problema. Kinahanglan may hatag na iton para ma-identify talaga it barangay kung hinon dapat tagan. So I would suggest if the body is okay nga talaga ipanhatag na simulan niya na. While we have to appropriate, kung i-appropriate na pang-hahulten, it will take several days. Mahimo pa yung payroll. Mahimo pa yung additional payroll. Let us say, pipira na naman kaadlaw, kaya si Mano.
Problem po kasi ito natin CSWD anira na payrollan is 4,230 nga senior citizens. May nga payroll, may na sub-deficit. So ito nira problema kung hino ito na atin
Kung ti pabulig hirahat, kita bulig din di i-explicar ta nga dahil isa nga dako nga barangay din di na populasyon.
Pwede po sugad na lang.
Diba? Sa matanak sa rin kanina. Anyway, 200, sa lahat ng barangay, yung 200 persons ba? Kukulang? More or less?
1,000 pesos.
Ha? Person, how many persons?
Divided by 500.
Diri bukay, diri kita makakom kay ang iba may da mala 500, may iba 1.5 and full kung July to December
Napira ang ko.
Ini nga mga
more or less basing han 1,500 na 130 la. 1,500 na ita kompleto from July to December. Siguro computation ni Kagawad Glyza 230,000 na 150 persons la. So kayang-kaya isa nga barangay i-retain ana isa nga retain isa nga payroll para ma-dispatchar dito nga iba. Siguro 153 ka tao dagko din hit bakar barangay iton sungko na pira na dira number 275 na. So kayang-kaya isa nga daro nga barangay din nga ikon ana pera set aside para tidaraon nga payroll. Kasi tax suggestion, dahil na pagkinaputan din dahil wala mo pang-hitsis.
So, yes, kalumang pala naman na session niya na bali na kanyan natin si SWDO, Ma'am Thelma Banal. Yung pahibaro haamon nga siya ngayon nga waray pa kahatag natin one-time grant nga natin mga senior citizen. Kaya may ada, buti ay nga amount nga wala may nagkukulang natin iharatag. Yan na ang binuhat ng sanggunian, igin charge na lang ang tuhan na fund ng kanan Vice Mayor's Office. 200, yung sasala, sobrahin 200,000 pesos ang kulang. So ini na namong binuhat, igin charge na lang ng Vice Mayor's Office para lang ko na ini mahatag. Nga na nagkuhan naman ang aton si SWDO, nakadayan aton budget officer, and aton accounting, and aton treasurer. Within this month, may hatag man puno. So hopefully matuma na niya na kay maihan na dapat December pa niya hatag pero ano na yan na April na wala lagi hap. So kami din na sanggunian, LGU naniniguro nga may hatag na nga ating mga senior citizen kay para inihayra.